Hello Libra, this is Caro. Thank you so much for tuning in. We are going to perform our annual reading in Tarot Solar Sun Studio. This is the 2022 predictions, a yearly forecast and a year ahead reading, which is consisting of two parts. And in the end, we're gonna do, of course, a general assessment of the two sections together. Now, the first section of this reading will be consisting of hopes, highlight, and guidance. And then in the extended part, which is going to be in the membership section for 3 of Cups, 6 of Cups, and 9 of Cups level membership, we will be performing month by month part. Starting from January, we will go all the way to the 12 months and see the most dominant energy pattern for that month. So until December, we have a long path to go. But to start with, in this first part, first we will look at the hopes and then the highlights and then the guidance. So let's begin. These positions here you see, starting with the hopes. This is what our hopes are for the new year. But the highlight is like blinking twice there, telling us that, hey, these are your hopes, but here there might be something more important for you to pay attention. So when it happens, don't miss me, it says. And in the end, we are going to find out the guidance. To this, we are going to add our fortune cards. I perform this reading almost every year. I think for the 2021, it is still available year ahead videos, but this time I have formulated it like that. I'm going to perform the last section at first actually, and then I'm gonna combine it with each month in the extended part. I'm so excited for this, Libra. Now you can watch this reading for your Libra Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, or any astrological association that you think is working for you. Some viewers also watch it for their progressed Sun or ascendants as well. So it can be also watched for the North Node placements as well. This part will be completely dependent on you. So you know the best what works for you. Now Libra, let's begin from our first card, and this is going to be the hopes. Let's talk about these hopes a bit. Now from the fortune reading cards, something new that we add up. Okay, the hopes here, we have the marriage card with the sun. So the sun in the Martial tradition decks usually depicted in this way. You see actually here the twins who have helped each other to come up to the earth from the underworld. Now there is nothing to hide, and they have also get rid of some like old patterns and belief systems that no longer serves them. So here what we are looking at, two people actually helping each other out. They have put a barrier between the past and their future. So something, the hope for you to leave something behind, it seems, coming into light. Now, as we have the marriage card, it says you are attracting emotional fulfillment and unconditional love. Now here in this point, for some Libras, as this is a general reading, let's go one by one about the possibilities of the hopes. Some Libra friends out there, maybe if you have this existing existing marriage. You have gone through things, or partnership it can be, okay, let's say a committed partnership, doesn't have to be necessarily a conventional one. It can be also a committed partnership, but here maybe you have gone through some difficulties, like you want to come to the other side now, it seems, for 2022. So it can be like, if something can be I don't want to say the word saved, but I want to be like, what are the chances like to continue with this person? Because both of you, it seems to me, in the process of some kind of a spiritual realization. And the sun energy with the twins, actually one of the truest love possible, actually a divine marriage, okay, a divine marriage. It can be also physical, mental, and spiritual. The divine marriage coming, the hope for the divine marriage coming. So in a way that the partnership maybe, or partnerships in general, for you want them to make sense. Again, in the spiritual, physical, and the mental level, or to continue to be with that person. If something has also long-term potential, there is questions, or simply you are single, or you are in a situationship. Again, there is this actually this looking for the other kind of thing, and I'm getting this, like you want actually in general everything good, how to say, how it can be good as it could possibly be. Here also, if there was a connection or a relationship, a partnership, maybe there are some parts which hasn't been illuminated for you yet, like something feels dark there. You actually like want this relationship to show its true potential, or maybe this is for the person, like you have made from the underworld, now you are on earth, and you are like, you see his tail here, this is the underworld indication. Remember the two people in the devil card, chained to each other, and also they had the tails there. Now they are actually getting rid of that underworld energy, but they have still this, you see the chains here in the neck. So here actually you want things to be illuminated, you want things at least hoping them to show themselves truly. If, of course, everything is revealed with the great light of the sun. This is our own garden, and it is a lovely place to be in. In existing relationships, partnerships, connections, some Libras are hoping maybe to get married or get into that divine partnership. Like your partnership, you are hoping it to be a spiritual meaning for you, because this it's like you want it to feel like a divine. I feel that you are the sun. Okay, so hoping to like create the life you want with a person. Libra is a one-on-one sign. It's a relationship focused sign. It's about the other person's also perspective, their needs as well, as much as your own. So here actually you are in general hoping to get a synthesis, okay, this assemblage. And also what these twins, they have just come from the underworld, like maybe it has been hell out of a way with a person here, you know, hoping that at least this connection, this relationship, or yourself, you have dived deep to a point where now you are hoping to bring insight from the world of darkness, like to that unconscious place, like you want to bring it to the harmonious strains of light, actually. You gonna make something feel more resonating, you are hoping, and there is some kind of a poetry there you want to be in. Of course, this can be also in a marriage or in a partnership, conventional, non-conventional, doesn't matter. Can be also wanting that that other half, that person, but making sure first you are complete, as you brought the conscious and the subconscious parts in sync. So here, you know, Sufi tradition says face of God, like to become one, to see the face of God. So this is actually a description in spiritual awakening, but of course the God, that term is very a universal meaning it has, which is like also about a divine union, which is gonna bring that awareness, that fulfillment, that lost home that like you find finally. So love, wisdom, spiritual transformation with the other person is also here definitely a hope. Now, I feel there is some kind of a veil that has been a veil, like you couldn't really see like the face of a person, maybe, because here you want to get deep with something. You want things to unfold for you, I do feel. And what is that life force energy behind the like the other person's face? I feel you know, some manifestation on earth like you are hoping to find. It can bring you some sparks of the infinite, maybe. Okay, knowing that we are light, submerged in eternal light, and actually every particle of our being is like permeated. Knowing that all things like within, without, are actually expressions of divinity. So how there is actually here a craving for a spiritual experience I see in this Libra. Because the sun in general, through the other, we have the marriage. I find this like a divine marriage, like divine union. And maybe some Libras are that in soul journeys, who want to reach a realization, rather emotional, spiritual. But I see you have been through a deep darkness and you have seen the shadow, because when we talk about the light, we also talk about the shadow, because these two figures again is coming from the underworld. So you are like hoping to leave that period behind. This was maybe like a temporary absence of light for you, but now you want your new posture. You hope to gain your new posture with the person. This can feel to me to get into these unions, or to maintain or to sustain that unions with one another. This can be also something that you just want your to commit to one thing in your life. Okay, for those who are not necessarily looking for partnership, that conventional, unconventional, doesn't matter, but it's that you want to like commit to that thing. Of course, it may first feel maybe uncomfortable. You may go through some change, but later, like something in your life, you are hoping it to be very distinct. And I feel like you know the unknown path in front of you. And in that path, when you meet with someone, or let's say that, I don't want to use the word of desire here, but that part in which you want to be in union with, you actually want to associate your also that what you have been found when it was dark, you want to associate those experiences with the path also you are walking now. This is to me like I felt your energy now, and I feel in Libras there is this, maybe if we are looking for fear, or if you have just looked at the depths of your own fears, maybe it was the fear of the unknown, but actually with a partnership or with a particular commitment, it will be for you like now that discovery, like that, what was that unknown, you want to discover it, and then you're gonna find, actually it's not unknown, it is something actually known, like finally the hoping to like see the full light, the new emerge in light. Because this is about moving through a divine channel. So hoping to move through a divine channel. And this divine channel like conducting you toward realization. And it may come through a person, okay? Now I'm more conceptual speaking about the cards, but when we do each month, we will also get down to also mundane important aspects, but it is important first to understand this in the soul level, because actually every experience here you will go through will serve to that soul evolution. So because you are hoping, to me it feels like you want to integrate like two opposite of parts of yourself maybe, and like feeling reborn, hoping to feel reborn, like hoping to attain that singleness of mind. So it's like your third eye opening, and there is that star of the soul, and like you see something together, like hoping to look at with someone like from the similar angle, okay, and moving beyond like those dualities and seeing actually all the goodness behind all things. I feel here there is a particular also hoping to seek a level of perfection in something. Maybe here you want to also surround yourself with very talented, gifted, skillful things, people, which is gonna maybe nurture that quality. And this is actually basically the hope to find happiness, to retain faith, to attain knowledge, then not hope, trust, not hope, love, not hope. I feel here this energy in 2022, you hope it to neutralize some maybe also negative mental attitudes there. You try to maybe conquer or belief system. So here actually you are really trying to work on yourself, I do feel. So here there is a particular consciousness opening experience. Of course it can come through the other, but I think some Libras here with this, marriage energy, like, you know, when you think about the marriage, it's the like the marriage of all duality, like something gets so integrated in your life. I do feel it changes you, your physical body, and finding like strength through that. This is a very alchemical energy with the hope, because the sun is actually the alchemical symbol for gold. And of course, over time, gold is the most durable and precious of all metals. Here, I feel you want something, you hope that alchemical transformation, like something really like coming to light, like the salvation energy. Of course, sometimes the product of these unions can also bring new birth, new humans, new humanity. This is also hoping to be the divine partner for the other person. This is also another thing. This can be also willing to give vow, like committing to something. Being conscious as you take your vows, like becoming really aware, to hope to be very clear. It's very beautiful with this energy, really. There is a particular unfoldment, actually, you here also hoping, like you go through this conscious self-identification with that one life, that you will, it's gonna feel like one life, and you're gonna hoping to like how do they say, liberated from the limitations of the circumstances, or that experiences which is gonna really make you feel liberated and coming through all with the other, through the other. It's a very much energy which really talks about union, absolutely. But there is a lot of conscious choice also, I think, at this point you would love to make. Conscious choices, definitely. Conscious choices is also very important for you. Also, this is really to put into words, also from a more point of mundane aspect. This is about pure joy. To have pure joy from what you will be doing, investing in, like you want this to become like natural state of the soul. Here the tarot is working like to bring that unconscious influence to your hopes. So actually my mission is more about here to bring the unconscious for you. You want this joy like to align with your destiny. Letting this joy to cast that radiance upon that path, so you can walk with this person or that object, let's say, of your desire. Because here a particular thing may be gonna make it like easier for you, like, or gonna make it easier to take the next step. To hoping like to see things like work together, and finding their unique place. Okay, this is really, when you shine, this is also gonna shine up in the people around you. It's a very encouraging energy and bringing light to the lives of those who have maybe lost hope. So this is also like becoming light to your own destiny, but also becoming a light for the others. definitely hoping to reach that joy, that well-being, gonna make you feel young, contented, and maybe lucky, more than you think of. This is also through the divine partnership. You may also want to see things from a fresh and optimistic standpoint. Satisfaction, success with the hopes, because you wanna see like both of you, or with whom you will gonna integrate to this thing. You both have the energy for it, enthusiasm for it, okay? And a productive energy here may also create some happiness, enlightenment, also up in the way of others. So it's really a delight time, I would say. Though the highlight for you can work as the Justice. And we have the Aquarius also got the highlight in Justice, by the way. If you have any Aquarius placement in your natal chart, beware, be careful who you trust at this time. Now, this is important because when the highlight comes with Justice, with the Beware card, you need to use a good discernment in between things. And it, of course, talks about the fair play or situations and circumstances in which you're gonna feel that trump of the reason and the need for balanced decisions needs to come out. Actually, when you notice Justice is your card, so the highlight will serve a particular elemental setting which is coming from your own default setting when you were born. Justice is Libra energy. Like, you know, you're gonna see some impartiality, some open mind also, but you got to be aware, okay? There can be some legal situations also, whom you will be supporting you in this, okay? Can people around you trustable? Maybe there will be people who will also get the assessment of this sword energy here, right? So you may be also here, this is also authority, a kind of authority, and who is setting the scales and whom is carrying an upraised sword here. So, you know, some decisions based on the facts and on what is fair, it says will serve you at best. There is always like beware, and the sword also standing here like the beware energy. This is also the highlight, circumstances and situations, which is urging you to behave in very reasonable and just manner. The highlight in your circumstances, it wants you to weigh up all the pros and cons first. You may have to deliberate, and you may also maybe have to take plenty of factors into account. Also circumstances, situations in which you need to be objective, dispassionate, and simply logical with the Justice card. The highlight here is that any situation which is like dragging you, we will see in the months what kind of people, circumstances, situations will pop up. But with the Justice, this is not a rush energy. So basically, actually, it wants you to take your time to make decisions, because this is no time to make rush judgments or reach a particular verdict based entirely on gut instinct kind of thing. But to beware, You may need that gut instinct with the, you know, isn't that interesting with the Shyamalan here? I mean, so this is a, by the way, a lovely animal who makes itself to fit in circumstances. Like the green becomes with the green. Then here, like, who is really truly on the similar path with you there? Or is it like that all the time? You know, here we are also, you may want to seek, actually, if someone has a different opinion than you, you may want to seek the difference in the opinions. Again, the opinion of the other, but not something maybe similar there. Because you need to hear, I think, listen your gut instincts to determine that. But in the end, maybe all this is gonna make you to reach a compromise, okay? Rather than insisting on maybe only in one term or your own terms. This may also bring a compromise energy. This is in order to understand whom am I gonna trust, look for the different opinion, okay? Look for the different opinion. Like, everyone agrees with you, everyone says yes to you. This is a beware time. But what is really different than you? What is the other opinion there? What is the other solution? What is the other way? Listen to that. You can really learn something, and you can really revise your own opinions once you actually listen also others in the situations. This is also like a warning to us, not to believe that we are all the time right and everyone is wrong, but because the circumstances maybe here we will be seeing in the extended will put you into this, you know, you got to weigh up all the facts kind of thing. You will be in a position to judge, but maybe someone will be in a position to also judge you. This is a bit, this is actually what makes our mundane worldly affairs work. That's why justice is one of the most important cards. So, some Libras may go through some legal disputes, so legal situations, of course, we can expect. Maybe people that we are with or working with, or there will be like many alternatives in something. Like, you got to really set your scales and swords up. I mean, because some Libras, maybe you will go through divorce, separation, but justice is also marriage. So what is that partner, for instance, in the hope? Maybe you need to be the one who needs to see this relationship in all possible angles. And first you need to get to know the person well, maybe before deciding. Okay? There can be also some things for joint property, joint, you know, investments, that will go under through that justice influence. You may see yourself facing the music. You will see certain things. You will witness like uncertain things. Okay? But this is actually when we also behave well, we rewarded. But if we misbehave, we will be chastised, kind of energy. So here, actually, if you find yourself like in difficult situations with someone, it is telling you to rise above the very human emotions and do the best Do the best, it says, for everyone concerned. This may even mean at times to put a person's welfare before your own, if you think it is necessary, or resisting the urge to get drawn into that vendetta or tit for tat retaliations, let's say, okay, something in that nature. There will be also justice, okay, like this rules. This rules energy. So when everyone is playing by the rules there, let's say, I mean, is everyone really playing by the rules? Because by realizing that, you may also avoid some detrimental things. This is important. I mean, justice energy, Libra, is at least highlight is in the circumstances and situations you are finding yourself to exercise your own elemental quality, actually. So this is something I think it gives you a gift to bring that quality, if you ask me. There is also here with the justice, I get always from the justice the level of connectedness, actually, you know, through that, let's say, karma, or that interconnectedness, like in the universal sham of things. So you may feel like you may have some telepathic contact with other people, or some life forms. You may also, as I see this card, you may feel like you may feel the whole earth speaking to you. Okay, listen to what you know as oracles or signs, or anything which is like rooted in your own wisdom. They may bring you the next stage of growth. Here also, as you feel a sense of connection with everything, both ancient, modern, futuristic, you're gonna easily notice actually what to trust and what to not, right? And the highlight may also bring you in the year, like bringing you to a position after you figure out things. It is gonna bring you to, now, from the sun to justice. This is about literally accepting your own how do they say, reality, okay, accepting your own reality, which is gonna bring you the next stage of growth. You may also see, you know, karma really working in your life. Again, some Libras winning lawsuits, maybe custody cases. Maybe you will also move into some new positions, careers. We will all see when this development's likely to show up in the months, but just some basic elements. So there can be justice, in a way, invite newness to me. So here actually you can see yourself in new positions as well, new sense of self kind of thing, like this feeling of powerfully moving through life with purpose kind of thing. You can at times, for instance, for you to also be aware from things, like you got to like realize something is not in the equilibrium. So, oh, you notice this is not a balancing energy in the situation. Where is the equilibrium? So it is actually gonna give you that strong sense of equilibrium, so that you can notice again what is throwing you out of balance in the situation. You may find resolutions at some parts of your life with the justice energy. You can see how things are working out for you, and in what way they do not work out for you. especially after a period of imbalance. And then you can set things right again. You can at times feel your own peace. At times, if you go through adjustment, then you're gonna see something is not well, but it is also gonna give you the adjustment of your circumstances. Like in the end, it may all come down to like accepting your reality, responsibility, events and circumstances, also some results of the past choices. This is a time 2022 make you feel like more mature than usual. Also at times feeling at home maybe with your decisions, blessed by a self-confidence, which is actually wired to the universal will. So this is a bit natural cycle of life. So anything is like which is out of your own nature, you will be questioning. Then from that know the self, right, was written in the ancient entrance of the Oracle Temple of Apollo, Delhi. So here you will notice actually the natural cycles of your life. You will also see that what is unnatural, that's why this justice can help you to also adjust that. You may see a lot of things materializing. What you're hoping, in what way it can take place, and what is happening based on the past actions. So you will all witness them, I feel like. So, but justice happens because then there must be something out of balance, right? Because concepts come with their dual nature. They go together, which is also one thing. So justice can show up many lessons as well, that you will feel guided through, guided by, guided after. If someone you trust like hurts you, or things seem unfair, or you hurt someone, this is something that, how to say, like some things can also flow away, like they may lose its influence over that person and over you as well. Like you may feel at like one moment, okay, together. So, and any area that you were like forgetting, for instance, your responsibility, justice can of course remind us, definitely. When there is justice, it's like we cannot ignore energy comes. Like everything is brought to our consciousness somehow with this card. And also some due dates, deadlines, okay? These, there is also some looking for some completedness in something, like you will complete, for instance. You may find yourself at times maybe work overtime to finish things. But in the end, the highlight will make you to, I think, tune into the rightness of your situation if you make the effort to understand it fully, definitely. What will be the guidance here? The guidance comes with the Empress and Mountain. Oh my goodness, a lot of, again, Aquarius also got the Empress as well. Again, if you have an Aquarius placement, check the Aquarian reading. We have the Mountain. Know that you are protected as you face challenges, but remain cautious. Be careful who you trust. Remain cautious. You know, this warning energy. Justice is also, when the sword is up, it actually gives us that warning. So, something in the, I feel like, protective mood, like working for you. Empress is also like the natural cycle in life in which we can also feel protected under. So the mountain energy can also, you know, in the ancient times, people were also carving the caves in the mountains, and they were protecting themselves. They were living there in carving special rocks. They also bring protection. So, but mountain can be also the challenge, but can also the source of protection, but also can be the source of that, you know, giant form, which is always making us at times cautious. I mean, and Empress, what is Empress after all? This is creating life and the life itself, Gaia, Mother Earth. So life and the mountain, like, you're gonna really, the guidance is like follow the natural cycles, follow the natural cycles. You're gonna notice what to do, and you, in times when you feel challenged, Empress actually encouraging you to think prosperous and believe in the real power of positive imagination. Empress is a good observant of nature, so she will know what's out there comes around. It's a magical saying about manifestation. And as we have the Justice and the Empress, that positive imagination can also, that, you know, when you envision it, something may come true, because here you're gonna create life, okay? You're gonna get productive about something, and it's not an easy task. You got to also nurture it with time, right, Empress? Also, this is when the things are becoming challenging, don't underestimate the need to nourish yourself as well as others. Again, it's the carrying always the open and the sympathetic heart, which is touched by faith in love, but don't also be with people who is like detrimental to you, and you know, detrimental to your health. Something here very creative got to influence your thought forms and your wishes, and there is here also that unknown, like, Empress mother instinct, you know, mother instinct which comes and it just protects. Also that compassionate energy. I mean, maybe here some Libras are like mothers watching, and they will inherit something to their children, and through facing the challenges they will overcome some things there. And everything here, when situations get tough, the Sun, Empress, Justice, masculine principle, two feminine principles, also making me tell you that get in touch with your ancient sensual nature, and the instinct and the justice. I mean, you really need your senses here. You really need to nurture your senses. And there is a part of you also who is engaging a partner or a child, maybe, like you are fundamentally in relationship with two others here. Like, and there is a particular gentleness, Empress. Justice is also the strict, strict archetype. So there is here a balance one needs to find, because some things here may be, again, like protected and maintained, but there is also gentleness here which is coming, also like bringing spiritual nourishment, sensitivity, like into the daily pattern of your life. Like, for instance, when you are cooking, parenting, making love, cleaning, okay, like you're gonna feel that energy. Also, the more you bring your artistic side, doesn't mean that you necessarily occupied with the artistic form, but this can be even thinking. Opening your love of beauty, this is gonna heighten a particular appreciation. There is the new things, anything which comes through that inspirational creative area will be less challenging for you. Okay, you are also here choosing to make something more humane, more natural. I do feel this is also like becoming a provider, and like, you know, ancient people worshipping the goddess. There is a creation of you. It's like gonna be there. Doesn't matter, you know, what it is gonna cover, but it's gonna be like the symbol of challenge and how to go through its kind of an energy. I feel some Libras are after some signs, like you are collecting the signs of something, and some Libras, I feel like writing books, by the way, or creating inanimate objects, mirrors, or, you know, there are some initiations there, and there are some big creations that Libras definitely will step in. So Empress Justice actually is quite different in terms of feminine energy, but I would say your prosperity, artistic thinking will guide you a lot. This reading is actually trying to create a field in which you realize that your highlights and your guidance can be as one, and move together. I mean, they are not like distinct, like super distinct features there, and it wants you to also with the Empress, we of course will look for accomplishments in the new year, and give time for the things really that you want to, and see if they are really supporting some kind of a natural level of growth. What is really fostering development? What is really becoming a life force for something to grow? Okay, your duty here is like create a life out of something in the end. And there is this great, it's like this natural protective caves like you find, and in the trekking you get in and the hard weather conditions pass, and then you go and walk. Like there is a natural cycle here will continue for you, and it's gonna also give you that natural niche. Okay, that natural niche, this type of energy. So Libra, now this reading, of course, when we look at the mundane elements of the, also in the soul level for sure, each month, 12 months is gonna be a reading marathon. It is taking time, and if these properties we have talked about also falls into the months, I will let you know. But there is also, I'm gonna use the wheel of the year in the next round. I will see, for instance, this is a different deck, so we can still find the Sun, Empress, and the Justice here intersecting with the Mount, if it's gonna come out of this deck too, because this is a major Omni Arcana deck. And when we see a development, for instance, comes as Justice, Sun, or the Empress, there can be also new associations I will be making, okay, if the energy lets me. But the second part is going to be also like a SWOT analysis there. By the way, I do feel you're gonna meet with some very unique individuals throughout 2022. And oftentimes you can also, if there was some kind of a dependence in something, I feel like you're gonna be less dependent that outside help or direction. I feel also some Libras, like there is this healthy family, making something like healthier. I mean, there is a lot of effort there, I feel in this, and I will share it in the next part. This is going to be the extended part. I'm going to leave the link at the description box below for the extended. So if you would like to join me in the extended, you need to become a member. Thank you very much for appreciating my time and effort that I put in these videos. The extended will be available for the 3 of Cups, 6 of Cups, and the 9 of Cups level membership. So if you are further interested, let's get into the reading marathon. Libra, thank you so much. See you in the extended. I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.